Hi boys and girls, hi families. I'm back with another book tonight. This time I'm reading Where the Wild Things Are. And it says Story and Pictures by Maurice, Sendak. This book is for all of the parents who are stuck at home with their own wild things. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another is chasing their dog. The dog is pretty scared. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Looks like he's in trouble. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. There's trees growing out of his floor. I wonder what's going to happen. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world around. Look, now he's outside. He's not in his room anymore. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. He looks much happier now. His boat says, Max. Where do you think he's going? I think I skipped a page. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. Look at that sea monster. He looks pretty scary. Max looks a little bit scared. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. They're kind of scary. Look at Max. He looks a little bit frightened, doesn't he? He looks a little mad, too. This guy's got duck feet. But he's my favorite. Let's see what happens. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all of their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. He's scaring them now. He's staring into their eyes, and they're getting scared. He's the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Now they're going to have a big party. There's all the wild things, and they're bowing to Max. He's got the crown on. He's the king now. Let's try another one. So now look, they're having their party. There's Max in the middle. Those wild things are jumping around and they're yelling, dancing to the moon. I'll show you another one. And now they're swinging on the trees. Do you swing on the trees when you play outside? Sometimes my brothers swing on the trees. Max looks much happier here than he did at home, doesn't he? See if he's really as happy as he looks. Here's another picture. They've got him on their shoulders. Looks like they're having a parade. There's all the wild things. "Now stop," said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. I'll show you Max first. He's pretty sad. He's lonely. He misses his family. And all the wild things are asleep. Let's see if Max can get back home. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped onto his private boat and waved goodbye. All right, there's Max waving goodbye. He's saying goodbye, everyone. And there's all the wild things. They look very angry that he's leaving. They're sad. They're going to miss their new friend. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. There's Max on his way home. And into the night of his very own room where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. That's the end, boys and girls. That's a really good story, too. So I hope you're being good and you're having fun with your families at home. Maybe I'll get to see you when we do a Zoom, okay? Be good.